Well, yeah, with that, I want to take us back in time. Back to the past. I feel like now I don't watch as many commercials as I used to. I'll skip the ads and they're not as good. I don't know. Great commercials were a thing of beauty, and I feel like we're missing that in life. I don't know. The best ones now are probably like the insurance commercials. But a lot of the times they're commercials where it's like, oh, that's funny, but you're like, I don't know what that's for. I don't understand the product.
Or they don't stick with you. Yeah,
it doesn't stick with you. Or it's like, oh, yeah, that thing's funny, but, it was just funny, but you don't correlate. So I think that's poor marketing. So insurance companies...
They didn't use the prop well enough.
Yeah. So insurance companies, you are doing funny stuff, but I don't remember what your company is.
You know what? That's genius. You know those 48-hour film projects we used to do?
Yeah.
Why don't they just do those for ads? Why don't you just have a 48-hour commercial project, and whatever the best ad is, you just freaking do that?
Yeah. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Who wants us to make them a commercial?
Do it.
So, I'd say recently, like the Mayhem. I don't know.
I love Mayhem.
Mayhem's good.
He's classic.
What company?
Iconic. Allstate.
Allstate. Okay. One of those.
Just because there's so many of them, though. The volume of Mayhem commercials.
But they're good.
There. And they are good.
Yeah.
They're all good, and I like Mayhem. I'd watch a show about it.
Exactly.
A guy just turning into things. Just like it's like Quantum Leap, but with destroying your car. I got to go back in time and blow up someone's car. Why? Because of a chipmunk and I climbed up the tailpipe. Watch out for chipmunks like me.
Yeah.
I would watch that show.
That'd be a good one. What's the other one? Don't be like your parents. I thought
those ones are great. I love that.
But what is that? That's another insurance commercial, right? Is it Progressive?
I don't.
Or who? Like who?
Generic. No, not farmers. That's.
But they're great. Like great scripts. They're talking about the parking lot, like, oh, make sure we leave at the third quarter. Like,
Stop talking about parking lots.
Yeah.
I love the one where he pushes the cart up to the guy. He's like, it's pulling left.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, damn,
we all have that problem, bro. Okay.
It's like helping people back out of driveways. Like, do you know them? No, don't talk to them.
It's so good.
We're gonna send a PDF. Oh.
What I love about commercials these days, the ones that commit to creating characters.
Yeah.
Like having reoccurring characters. And that's nothing new. Like 10, 15 years ago, they were doing that. And they would create, some of them, little specials or spinoffs. But I think the way they've committed to Flow, Mayhem. Mm-hmm. I was just going to say, when I saw this in our script today, that I miss the cavemen. I do miss the cavemen.
Right, yeah. The originals.
Even almost. A caveman can do it. It got a little petty at the end where they were just so
gratuitous.
But I did like the concept. I'd bring them back. I thought they were clever and fun and empathetic. They're empathetic. Like you felt bad for them.
Yeah, and then they went with the gecko.
Well, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah. But yeah, that's even this is probably gonna rub you guys the wrong way. If Baker Mayfield doesn't make it as a quarterback, I think he does have potential as a commercial actor.
He's gonna be
he gets down.
A Jim Brown, but just not as talented. No, but seriously, some football players make a great just appearance actor.
Yeah. But he does I feel like a seriously good job in those commercials.
Oh yeah,
he commits.
Yeah,
and it's funny when he gets teammates in there like Jed Wills.
Yeah,
you can tell the difference of somebody who kind of gets how to ham it up and somebody who's just my agent told me to come here.
Yeah, that garage sale one or whatever. I thought that was great.
I love the one with Bernie Kosar. No, well, there's the one with Bernie, but the one with who's the announcer that they do up in the booth?
Oh, Mike.
Jim Donovan.
The other one, his partner.
Yeah,
his buddy.
Didn't he just retire?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no. I forgot on air.
The color voice of the Browns for the last
color
30
commentator.
years.
Yeah. He was just. I like the one where he's narrating.
Doug Deacon.
Doug Deacon.
That's
where he's narrating everything Baker's doing.
Yeah.
I do like that one.
He's staring at me incredulously. Gets another cup of coffee.
A lot of people got on him for that, but I keep telling people that if your brother is in that position, you want him to max out that paycheck. Oh, and if the local giant insurance company who's based out of here goes, hey, we'll pay you $500,000 a commercial.
Yeah.
You're gonna shoot as many of those as you can.
And that's not taking away from practice. Like
Yeah.
everyone,
He does it in the off season.
for the 2 hours of the day that they're shooting that commercial or whatever. For like even he could probably go to practice before that or after. Like they could set up times around where he doesn't need to be practicing all the time. Okay?
Everybody's like, oh, his head's not in football. It's like, when you go do your little side hustle, is your head in your real life job? Like, no, like, just come on.
I think it's simpler than that. It's like, oh, you're giving me $50 million? Yeah, I'll take that too.
Yeah. Like, get
No
your
brainer.
bread.
Get your bread. Get
Pey-
your bread.
Peyton
Well, you
Manning
can because
didn't
you
play that
suck.
long.
Sorry.
No.
Don't want to make it political. Just kidding.
What were those Snickers ones? Like I thought those ones had a decent. They had, the Betty White one. I thought that was good.
All right.
Like
RP.
Yeah.
the Queen.
The Queen.
When you're hungry, grab a Snickers. You're not yourself.
American Royal Family.
Yeah, American
Harkening
Royal
back.
Family.
Harkening back to an older episode. That's exactly it.
And then
Cube
like
and the
Roseanne, they did.
Yeah, Roseanne Barr.
Like I thought those. I don't know. Are they still doing those, or is that kind of like an old?
I think there's some ageist problems with that, probably.
Oh.
Ageism. I don't know.
No one eats Snickers anymore.
No,
Boycotting sugar.
like they don't have to use old people though. They could have got like Mr. T or like people who are notoriously angry or something, and just like.
I feel like they
give them that.
did or did.
They did. They
Some
did.
younger
Okay.
guys, yeah.
And they even use sometimes just actors, not real like big actors. And I thought those were funny too.
Yeah. Yeah. And what? And like then it got kind of like Super Bowl. I mean, I feel like those a lot were Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah.
But the Doritos kind of made like a huge claim.
Oh, so they were smart. They were one of those people who did that. They went out and said, "Make us Doritos commercials.
Yeah.
If we pick it, we'll pay you." And I mean, they probably paid
like-
them good money.
Yeah, I think it was like $1 million prize if
Love
you
it.
won. Like that's
And
genius.
they're like, yeah, they probably pay 10 times that for a Doritos commercial during the game.
But it's genius too because you pay $1 million, but then everybody else is going to post their Doritos commercials.
So you got like
Yeah.
So you just-
200,000 commercials.
Yeah, you paid for just even
Yeah.
if it's a crappy commercial. Like
Yeah, and you have people, go check out my Doritos commercial, vote for it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
Genius.
network.
whoever thought that up is sitting pretty on a beach
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah, if they're not.
or handsome, whichever.
But bringing it back to what I wanted to talk about, a couple of my favorite commercials of all time. My favorite of all time is the John West salmon commercial where it's John West endures the worst to bring you the best. And if you haven't seen it, we'll throw the link in, all this stuff. But it's like at the river mouth, bears only catch the tastiest salmon. And then there's this bear like swatting a salmon out, and then John West comes running over and he starts fighting the bear like karate style, like for the salmon. They just go back and forth, and then eventually he gets it. Like, it's John West endures the worst to bring you the best.
I love that commercial because they just shot it on really far away on a long lens. And so you're just like, it just feels so vast, and it's so funny because the action is so small.
Yeah.
But it's so like he's fighting a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
I love
it's
that.
like, it's like a Nat
You showed
Geo.
me. Yeah, it's like Nat Geo. Yeah, and then it's him fighting. He just comes running in. And he's, It's a great commercial.
So good.
That's one of the best, iconic.
Yeah.
Was that even an American commercial though? I think that was somewhere else. Like that was.
I think it was British.
Yeah.
Like BBC.
BBC. Smart
on those
smart ones.
airwaves.
I gotta give Europeans a lot of credit. Their marketing is a lot more fast and loose,
Mm.
and I kind of like it. I kind of think it's way more fun. It's way more saucy than over here.
Yeah, I like sauce.
Like remember, like commercials used to be a little naughty, and now they're
Yeah.
like, no, you can't. Kids are watching. It's like,
Yeah.
well, then don't let your kids watch the commercials.
Yeah, there's like, band commercials. I remember one, it was like this guy's like, it's just the glow of the TV or something, you kind of, those late night infomercials.
Yeah.
And his wife comes down the stairs and she can only see him from behind, and you see his like arm going up and down. And then it like kind of cuts to the front of him. And he's like pumping up a soccer ball or something, like he's a soccer player
I
or something.
love that.
And
See, like,
but
it's
it's like a band commercial.
Or like the Jake from State Farm. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, Jake from State Farm. Like that's funny. Like, but it's just man.
Yeah.
I miss him.
What do you have any like favorite that you can think of?
My favorite has to be the Terry Tate commercials. The Office Terry Tate commercials.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you what they're for. I can't
No.
remember. Was it ESPN?
ESPN?
I think they're
It's
ESPN
internal,
commercials.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which
those
is
were so
Smart. But that's my favorite. One, I have a big connection with my dad. Like he was busting up when he watched those. So I just remember him doing that. And just then YouTube came along and like we could find them and play them at dinners and stuff. And it's just I just love how intense that was, because like physical violence in commercials is also a rare thing. but I thought that was really funny because the guy just comes out of the office. He's just like drinking his cup of coffee. He's just like, all right, boom. Just like, just destroyed. And like, I bet you they were just all stuntmen. And Terry Tate, was just told, just destroy them. Like, they're stunt guys. Just go for it.
Yeah.
Break was over 15 minutes ago, bitch. Love it. Love it.
That gets me into I think my favorite like sequence of commercials would be Bud Light's, Budweiser, Real Men of Genius. Those were so good. And they had, looking up, they had 219 different ones.
What?
Wow.
Yes. 219.
How long? So is each one's like a minute long, right?
A minute long.
So that's like, it's like a couple hours.
Yeah, it's hours.
Could you imagine just watching them back to back to back? Did everyone air?
I don't know. So it started, I think, I don't know if it was in England, like with like a small spot or like somewhere, like they had a small spot, and these started in like, I think like 2000 and kind of ran to like 2007 or something like that. But
they should bring these back. We need to go find the vault. Our heist movie is about finding all the tapes of this.
Yeah, we got to find who I found the lead singer of Survivor. So if you know the song "Eye of the Tiger," David Bickler. He's the singing voice, and then narrator Pete Stacker. He's a voiceover actor.
I love it,
and he's done a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so narrator has that like dry, not ominous, but like voice, and then David Bickler with that the flavor behind it. But yeah, a lot of those are so great. I don't know if you guys have any of your favorites that you remember, but when we were listening to one, it was like Mr. Footlong hot dog inventor, like that's just like just the random stuff. There was like Mr. Cell phone holster wearer.
Well, the nudist colony one, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like you have like the side boob in a commercial. I'm just like, where is this aired? Like, please bring this back. This is fun.
Sensitive.
Everyone's so sensitive.
You remember the swear jar? They would do the swear jar.
Yeah.
Those were good. Swear jar, yeah.
But yeah, before we wrap this one up, I wanted to, if you guys could humor me. I wrote a script here.
Oh.
You were talking about breaking into the vault, but what if we just start our own vault of one?
Okay.
But Real Men of Genius, Velocity Chaos podcast style. I'm going to send that over to you. I think we can pull it off. If you don't mind trying to sing these flavors, and I'll just narrate.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Get your Bickler on, dude.
Yeah, get your Bickler on. I'll stack it up.
Channeling Bickler right now, bros. Channeling the Bickler. Yeah, get a little slap. Get a little slip of this.
You guys got to tune up pipes, man.
Moistening.
All right.
Okay, thank you for that. If you're ready, I'm ready.
All right, man. Let's do it.
All right. Just gotta set the mood and action. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Dead air.
Difficulties.
Velocity Chaos presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Just Started a Podcast podcaster.
Mr. Just Started a Podcast podcaster.
You sit down with your shiny new microphone and your 8-input sound mixer. You have so many topics to talk about, so many opinions to get out into the world.
I hope someone hears this.
Sports talk, check. True crime, check. You quickly figure out it's hard to fill up 10 minutes of time, let alone a full hour.
I should have done some research.
When you go to parties, you'll be able to tell everyone that you have a podcast on the internet.
I've got something to say.
The best thing about podcasting, anyone can start one. The worst thing, anyone can start one.
Anyone can do it.
So sit back and relax, orator of the internet, and put on the next episode of Velocity Chaos Podcast as we give a salute to you.
Mr. Just Started a Podcast podcaster.
Velocity Chaos Podcast from the Hexapod Studios in Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Thank you for humoring me on that one. I enjoyed it.
The Bickler.
Bringing the Bickler.
Like the vein was
He just
popping
walked out. Thanks, Bick. Thank you. Take care.
Maybe we should have practiced that, but I thought that was awesome. Just
rip.
clean.
Barely got it in under time. That's perfect.
Awesome.